Hi and welcome to One Week at a Time. My name's Brett Burden. I think I might be going to confuse you today, and if that's the case then that's probably not a bad thing, because hopefully what you'll do is you'll go away and actually do some learning around psychometric profiling, which is what I want to talk to you about. So there's this old adage that says, you know, your people are your biggest asset. And that's nearly true. What I should say is the right people are your biggest asset. So how do you go about building a team full of the right people? If I ask business owners what's their biggest frustration, it always comes back to one of three things: time, team, or money. Don't have enough time, don't have the right team, team's letting them down, whatever, and cash flow issues or just not making enough money. So today we're going to talk a little bit about team and getting that right. And I want to talk about psychometric profiling through a system called DISC, and if you go back to some earlier videos that I've done, you'll see one there that actually is all about DISC. So I'd suggest you go and have a look at that one first before you actually dive into this one. But today I'm going to be talking about reverse DISC. So instead of actually profiling or getting an understanding of the person, what I want to do is actually get an understanding of the role that that person would need to do. So I'm going to DISC the actual role itself. Now, why would you do this? Why would you go through all the problems and hassles of learning about this new recruitment system? Because of this. If you go through the normal process of interviewing people, like most people do, sending out an ad, waiting for a whole bunch of resumes to come in, hundreds of them sometimes, you're supposed to go through all of those resumes and read them and understand who you're actually getting in for an interview. Good luck with that. That system itself is around about 57% right. When you employ someone, you're going to get it right 50% of the times, 57% of the times. Not great. Reference checking, if you add reference checking, you move up to around about 63%. So you've got to do it, really important that you do, but they can't be personal references, they have to be business references. And by adding psychometric profiling, you move up to 88% getting it right. And I guarantee you, the amount of work that I do with clients in this area, it is just sensational. It works an absolute treat. And more often than not, and truly more often than not, we get the best results, and they're the right fit, the right culture for the organisation. They stay around and they do some really good things. So obviously that's what we all want for our business. So I'm going to suggest you have a look into this reverse DISC. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be able to go through it all today with you, but quite simply, what you do is you ask yourself some questions about the job. So here's a bit of an idea of some of what those questions might say. So first of all, analysis of data and facts before acting. So this job requires analysis of data and facts before acting, or tactful decisions, or quick and forceful decisions, or logical thinking before making decisions. Now look, you might look at that and go, oh, all of them, and that's true, but normally if you just sit and ponder and think about the role a little bit more, you will be able to pick a 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay? Most important to least important. And there's a dozen or so questions that you need to ask yourself that are similar to that, and by doing so you end up with a result, a graph, and that graph looks something like, could look something like, depending on the answers as you go through, but could look something like this, and this is the confusing part, right? So DIS and C, you'll already know what I'm talking about there because you'll have gone back and watched this video. But what happens here, by adding up your score, you'll come up with a profile of the type of person that would best fit that job. So it's, obviously square peg, square hole, yeah? Whereas sometimes what we're doing is we're employing a person because when they're sitting there in front of, we like them. They answer the questions well and they're really likeable people. Who's to say they can actually, they have the right personality and the profile to do the job though, So that's what this system does for us. It makes sure that those people do. So when we write the ad, and actually I'm getting ahead of myself here. So what we find out is that the D is around about 8. The I is around about 4, S 17, and our C is around about 7, thereabouts. All of these numbers, the 4, 7, 8 and 17, all reference to a particular phrase or word that we need to put into the ad when we're writing the ad. And by doing so, when people read that ad, they'll either be attracted to it or they won't. that I'll either say that's me, that's the exact job that I want, or they'll say that's not really what I'm after, and they'll keep going. So the only people that you actually have looking for an interview are the people who are actually going to fit the profile. It just makes the whole process so much streamlined, and there's so much more I want to tell you, but I just don't have the time to tell you. Please contact me, Brett Burden at actionvictoria.com.au. Happy to send you this information, or happy to have you along to one of our recruitment workshops where we go through the whole process. So look, have a great week. Please look into psychometric profiling if you're looking to recruit, and build yourself a fabulous team who are all on board, all in the bus, all heading the right direction, all in the right seats on the bus, which is the most important thing, heading in the right direction to help the business achieve its vision. So have a great week, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye for now.